Peter Rose, Longwood Currency Trading, early January 2022, cold winter day here in New England, and that's probably about as much interest as you're going to have in this video. I think 90% of you probably just shut it off right now because it's going to be on psychology. Nobody wants to hear about psychology. All you want to hear about is the magic secret sauce, the 2 tricks in order to get your trade entry right so you can take your $3,000 account and make it $20,000. Psychology is more important than the mechanics of what you're doing in your trading. It's more important than knowing what a Bollinger Band is, even though those are useless, but it's more important than any tactical or strategic incantation of a project plan that you could have. It really is. And the reason that most people don't want to listen to information about psychology is because you're scared. You're scared you might learn something about yourself that you can't fix. Well, you know what? You better learn that before it costs you a lot of money. You know, regardless of what your individual personality or psychological makeup is, you're going to be screwed up doing something. You may be absolutely horrible at mathematics and science and all practical things that are in life, but you may be a wonderful poet, or you may be able to knit the most beautiful quilts or sweaters or whatever. You have skills. Do you have the skill to do currency trading? Any dumbass can learn the what and the how of currency trading. What's a Bollinger Band, or what a pip is, how size your bank, that sort of stuff. And how do you do a moving average crossover system, or how do you make a determination for a trade entry? That's the what and the how. Anybody can learn that stuff. The real trick of the thing is understanding yourself so that you can understand when to apply that stuff. You can't just have a bunch of technical guidelines and think you're going to be able to trade. If you don't understand yourself, you're not going to be able to apply those guidelines in a reasonable trading plan that's yours. You can't trade my trading plan. You can't trade Marty Schwartz's trading plan. You can't. You've got to learn about the currency market, obviously, but that's the simple stuff. If you're going to spend 2 years reading books and taking courses and all this other stuff, you shouldn't be doing it. You really shouldn't. The best traders are the traders that just get in and they lose some money and they learn what not to do. But more important than that is they learn whether they have a love of trading or they're just doing something to make money. If you knew that you could make the most amount of money, let's say you had some drawing skills, and there was a job as a CAD designer or drafting or something like that, but you hated that kind of restrictive environment, company environment, you're a free spirit, but you wouldn't make as much money on your own as you would working for a company, and you'd have benefits and 401k and all that other crap, but you hated it. How long do you think you're going to last at that job? You're not. But you took the job for the money. Never do anything for the money. Do it because you enjoy it, or as my friend Langers, the Scruffy Terrier out of the UK, says, do what you love and the money will follow. Man, that's just philosophical truth from day one about everything. You need to understand yourself, your psychological makeup, to determine if you're going to be able to implement what you learn in live, out of a live account with real money. It's going to cost you a beer if you're wrong on a mini. It could cost you your house if you're trading, a $600,000 or $800,000 account. Correspondingly, you can make beers for the rest of your life on a mini account. Or if you have a $30,000 or $50,000 account, you could substantially increase your income from your job. You might even be able to come close to replacing that job income. But if you don't understand yourself, as Lao Tzu, the Chinese philosopher, said, to know oneself is to know the 10,000 things. If you understand who you are as a person and how you interact with the nature around you, you're much better able to deal with the adversities that life throws at us. And you're able to then effectively trade risk, which is what we're doing in the currency markets. Mark Douglas's book, Trading in the Zone, is a classic, and if you haven't read it, you should read it. And if you don't like it, or you skim it, or you don't get anything out of it, well then don't do currency trading, or any kind of trading, stock trading, commodities. Just don't do it, because you haven't got what it takes. You know, when somebody asks me if I think they could do trading, I say, well, anybody who has a desire to do trading is going to be able to learn how to trade with one condition. If you don't have a visualization capability, if your psychological makeup and your DNA aren't wired up for you to be able to visualize a solution to a problem, if you're a quantitative learner as opposed to a qualitative or visual learner, if you're a quantitative learner, you're not going to be able to do currency trading effectively at the retail level. You could be a quant trader, but you need to do those in a hedge fund or a large institutional trading environment. I don't think you're going to be able to be a quant trader on your own as a retail trader, simply because the mathematics of the quant trader deals in statistical probabilities over a large sample size of a diverse product mix. You don't have quant traders trading one stock or 4 stocks. The quants are developing models of systems of products, models of the stock market or the commodities market or whatever. And they deal with large numbers of trades with multiple products at the same time, because that's where you pick up your statistical edge. We don't have that ability as retail traders. We have to be able to visualize something. We have to be able to see behind the curtain. You pull the curtain back as Wizard of Oz was protected by, and you have to be able to see that the wizard really isn't such a wizard. But that's your psychological response to that. Can you trade currencies successfully? Yes, but not if you're not a visual thinker, and not if you don't enjoy Mark Douglas's book, Trading in the Zone. Check those things out. See what you think. Peter Rose, Longwood Currency Trading. Have a great day, and have a great trading day.